A dead bug is a very simple ground-based isolation core exercise. So your core training can be broken down into a couple different categories. I won't get into that here, but one of those is anti-movements, where rather than going through a motion, you are resisting a motion that your body wants to fall into based on the positioning of the exercise. So for a dead bug, you'll see kind of why I call it an anti-movement here in a second. We're going to lay flat on our back, and what we're going to do is bring our knees, point them straight towards the ceiling, do the same thing with our hands. Now when I do this, and I'm in this base relaxed position, what you'll notice is that I have, or you'll notice this on you, the natural curvature of your back here, where you kind of have this gap underneath your low back between it and the floor. So for a dead bug, what I want you guys to do is focus on flattening out that arch. And when you do that, when you push your back down flat to the floor, you're going to kind of feel your abs tighten up here a little bit. What that is this resistance to that natural curvature that your back wants to go into. So we're going to hold that tight, lock it in place, and now all we're going to do is extend one arm and the opposite leg straight out above us and below us here. They're not touching the ground. We're holding that. What you'll notice when you do that is if you're maintaining that tension through your midsection and keeping the flat back, that is going to put a tremendous load on your midsection here that's very difficult to maintain. We bring it back up. Same thing on the opposite side. So that was right arm, left leg. Now I'm going to go left arm, right leg. Extend those out. Hold tight. Back up. Maintaining that flat back position. You can see I'm moving nice and slow to make sure that I am not losing that tension. Back and forth. Now just those couple of reps that I did right there, I can already feel my abs burning, which may be more indicative of my lacking training on that, so we might have to work on that. But that's a dead bug. Just locking the core in place, working on that bracing, which is going to get really important as we get into more compound movements, and then extending the arms and legs out to create that lever that puts the tension there and forces you to train that. Now, there's ways that you can modify that. To regress it, we might get flat on our back, and rather than reaching our arms or legs the whole way out, maybe we just take one heel and reach out and touch the ground and come back up. Reach out with the other heel, touch the ground, come back up. Still maintaining that flat back position, but what we're not doing is creating this big, heavy arm or mobile arm with our leg. We're just extending it a little bit, just to make our body kind of work. Okay, I need to stabilize against that leg that's reaching. Okay, back to equilibrium. Stabilize against this leg. Back. Another way that you can do it that I guess I can demonstrate right here, maybe. There we are. Is find something that you can anchor your hands to kind of hold that in place. And that just helps you kind of create tension here so that rather than having 4 moving limbs here, now we're just isolated down to 2, and we can work our way up to that full straight leg extension like we did in the first movement. But now I'm holding with my arms so I can kind of help give my hands or my abs a little bit extra assistance on that. So that's a couple of regressions of the dead bug, as well as the way to do the normal movement. Give those a try, see what you guys think.